Next item on the agenda is a presentation by the Traffic Committee.
Good evening, Jennifer Pennington, Penn Street, here with Amy Lustig. We are both members of the Borough Ad Hoc Traffic Committee, along with John Guy, who unfortunately was unable to join us this evening. And we're here just for a brief update and discussion with you all. And also, as a clarification, not everyone may know that the members of the Ad Hoc Borough Committee also serve now in a joint capacity with the Township on the joint Newtown Borough, Newtown Township Traffic Committee. I'm pleased to state that we have been meeting since September as a joint group. So joining the three borough members, we have three also very eager and active members of the Township and a liaison from the Township Board of Supervisors. So in addition to borough issues, specific borough issues, we are now broadening our horizons and looking at issues that face Newtown as a whole. You may recall that our joint group came to council last fall with a proposal. Just after our first meeting, we hit the ground running with a proposal to initiate a pilot program for a pedestrian safety week. And we pulled that off, but we decided to step back and prepare broader long-range goals and a mission statement, since this is a fairly unique group, and we wanted to share those with you this evening. That's what has been distributed to you. So I'm going to go through those. I'm going to just read this briefly so everyone has the opportunity to be on the same page, and then at the end of that discussion, Amy is going to follow up on the borough-specific issues that the exclusively Borough Ad Hoc Committee faces and discusses. So I'm just going to read through our joint Newtown Borough, Newtown Township Traffic Committee mission statement. Newtown's Joint Traffic Committee is a collaborative effort to address transportation management and safety issues of common interest to Newtown Borough and Newtown Township. The committee will work to promote and improve traffic flow and pedestrian safety and explore multimodal transportation options, primarily along our shared boundaries. So the township has given direction to their individuals to focus primarily on that shared boundary. So in the joint group, we are not looking at all of Newtown Township. It's still to be defined 100%, but we're primarily focusing in the areas immediately surrounding the borough. So the goals that we have established for ourselves as a committee are to promote traffic enforcement and pedestrian safety throughout Newtown, and then with an emphasis to address circulation and safety issues in the State Street, Sycamore Street commercial district. We also hope to continue to improve pedestrian and bike links between the township and the borough. And we're looking to establish gateways that would serve as traffic calming devices, but also help define and beautify key entry points into what is collectively known as Newtown. And we hope to coordinate our efforts with the Borough and Township Planning Commissions regarding traffic and safety issues. Everything that, all traffic management issues really are planning issues as well. And we think it's important to interface with the planning organizations, and that's one of the areas we probably need some feedback from you all on this evening, what's the best and most efficient way to do that. So moving beyond the goals that we've established, the action items we've set for ourselves for 2010 are to formalize our relationship with Borough and Township Planning Commissions. We'd really like to be added to the distribution and review list for all relevant traffic impact studies. I know there's one that just came out, and we would like to be active participants in the process of review for traffic impact studies for any developments such as the Stockburger site or other key sites in the joint area. We also hope to expand on our pilot program from last fall and continue to conduct Pedestrian Safety Week in both the spring and fall of this year. And of course, we'll continue to collect any feedback you might have on that program as we implement it and develop it for this year, and we'll get back to you with further details. And we want to continue to seek grant money to pursue the planning and design of our gateways. And of course, also essential, we hope to seek input from the community as we work towards our goals. We have set up our little Facebook page. It's not very glamorous, but we really do hope to be an interactive group. These issues are not are not easy to solve, and we by no means claim to have all the answers, so we welcome any ideas and suggestions that anyone in the joint area might have. So I'd like to open it up to comments from you. And again, if you could provide us some specific feedback on how we might best integrate our relationship with the planning commissions, that would be helpful as well.
Any comments from council?
I do, but I'll hold it for others.
I mean, I don't want to jump ahead. I know you had said about the Planning Commission and how to interact with them. But one of the things that I would suggest maybe as a possible week in the spring, the pilot program for the Pedestrian Safety Week, which I thought is great. During the Field Day week, that Goodnow has Field Day, a lot of the kids walk to school that week. Maybe a good idea to kind of drum up some noise that way. And then with regard to the Planning Commissions, the communications probably would be best to work with Warren and that commission straight to find out what would be the way to communicate effectively through them rather than through us and then through them. So maybe Warren could come up and speak to that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Warren and I already had some preliminary discussions about that, so I'll speak for you.
So like Jen was saying, we're continuing our work as a borough committee as well. And to that end, we've had a number of things that have taken place this year in terms of applying for a smart transportation grant and being awarded that. So that's going to be paid out and used, hopefully, this year, right? That's still in the works. And we had the Pedestrian Safety Week. We also came before council last year at this time with a fairly multifaceted plan or sketch of what we would like to see happen in terms of traffic and pedestrian safety within the borough. And at that time, there was a lot of enthusiasm for it and a lot of support for it, but in the meantime, not a whole lot has actually occurred in terms of these ideas coming to fruition. So that's another thing that we'd like to discuss as much as possible today and in the weeks ahead with you in terms of seeing some follow through and action before people are back out on the streets after the snow is melted and the ice is gone, when people are back out using all of the roadways within our borough. And Jen also touched on an issue, which is when there are project developments, when there is anything that would impact traffic, we would like the opportunity to have some time to review and just weigh in on some of the issues that would impact our community in terms of traffic and pedestrian safety. So